the JSU perspective. You better get them.
Good morning. I'm Dwayne Lewis, Associate Athletic Director here at Jackson State University on behalf of our President, Dr. Elaine Anthony, our Athletic Director, Vice President, Mr. Ashley Robinson. It's an honor to be here to represent the I Love Jackson State University. Now, we heard what you said. And it's recorded. And we're going to leave it at that because we're not about talking about it. We just tend to try to just be about it and do the work. I'm not going to put any words in my coach's mouth, but obviously we're honored to be here for the greater purpose of expanding HBCU culture. And what this game means is what it represents beyond just these two institutions, but shows the possibilities when we all come together for a common goal of what can really be achieved. And I think that's the message here we have to continue to perpetuate as we move forward, continue to grow, build on the legacy of what's been established for this great game, but also make sure we understand that we have a duty and an honor and a great opportunity to advance the culture that 20, 30, 40 years from now, there'll be others sitting where we are sitting right now that will have to pick up that mantle and that torch and keep this great game and the legacy of HBCU culture alive. So thank you for the opportunity to be here. We're excited about coming back in September for an outstanding football game and a great weekend for the economic impact and also the impact that will have our student athletes and students at FAMU, at Jackson State, and other HBCU students to come. Thanks for having us.
Time now, ladies and gentlemen, to meet and hear from our coaches before we get into the question and answer portion of our press conference. Coach Taylor has a deep understanding of Jackson State University, having excelled as a record-breaking wide receiver during the early 2000s and serving on the football staff since 2019. After serving as tight end and wide receivers coach, he successfully climbed the ranks to become offensive coordinator, took over the position of head coach from Coach Deion Sanders, who left for Colorado. Coach Taylor is successfully leading this team in his debut season as head coach. Coach, we'll have questions in a moment, but first, your opening remarks.
Yeah, I'm very honored to be here. First of all, I want to thank the security for showing up. It's a lot of FAMU rattlers in here, so make sure you get us out of here so we can get to September. All right, so I appreciate that. But thanks to the city. I mean, this is important. This is an unbelievable event, unbelievable football game. It's good to meet the people behind the scenes that make it all go, and I truly, truly appreciate you guys and ladies for everything that you do. This game has huge ramifications, and a lot of eyes is on that game in September. You know, to me, being part of this game for the last couple of years, it makes a lot of students, guys and gals that play the game, say it's okay to come to HBCUs. You know, when they see this game and see the quality that myself, that Jackson State and FAMU is putting on the field, it makes it okay. Let us know that we're doing things okay. So I'm just blessed to be here. My people, Dwayne, Jashelle Mitchell here with me, but I'm excited about it, being a first year head coach here. I understand the assignment. You know, I hear it every day from our alumni. So I'm excited about everything about this whole event. So I'm looking forward to September. So let's go.
Coach, thank you very much, and we're super excited for you.
So my question is geared more towards either one of you all. The impact of popularity because of so much attention that has been brought to HBCUs by concerted efforts, and what that feels like. And I specifically speak first to you, Coach Taylor, because you stepped into some shoes, and someone mentioned Deion Sanders. Clearly, he raised the bar. What did that feel like to step into those shoes? I saw your records. Winner, you have been, from North Carolina Central to Jackson State, even you're playing. But what did it feel like to step into the shoes when Deion Sanders raised the bar, not just for Jackson State, but HBCUs across the board? And let me share why I say that. I was in New Orleans, Louisiana. I saw a Jackson State University bus pull up for a baseball team and was excited. Oh my God, you know, that's how I felt. Mm-hmm. I'm not the only one feeling like that. And this was only during HBCU Legacy Bowl, I think it was. And so if I'm feeling like that, everyone else is on the popularity. How does that feel to you?
I mean, it feels good, but I think, first of all, you know, in this post-prime era, I'm going to say it like that, it's always been an expectation at HBCUs. You know, I attended Jackson State, and it was the man to win when I played there, growing up as a child going to those games. But he did bring a lot to the game, you know, in the last couple of years for our program. I mean, you talk about the success he had to play in 2 Celebration Bowls and to continue to lead that charge. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. We're capitalizing basically because of our brand as well as the JSU brand, though. It's a lot of people across the country that knows and believes in what Jackson State is doing as a program. You see what we did in recruiting this past year, #1 signing class in HBCU. I'm very proud of that. But I'm ready to go. I'm excited about it. You know, that time has passed, you know, and we can't look back at that. I'm looking forward to 23 right now.
Right.
But, you know, that everybody always asks me about that expectation, but that expectation has been there. That's what I be talking about when I say the bar is high at Jackson State, because it's been that way. You know, our alumni, our fans, they expect to win, and that's what we're going to do.
How important would it be to get off to a good start in the Orange Blossom to really put yourself in position to be in the winning position at the end? Vaughn's question for you, Coach Taylor, was more of the idea of having that head coach headset on. While it won't be the first game, it'll be the first classic for you in that space, and how you anticipate that.
I look forward to it. I'm excited about it. I tell people all the time, I've been preparing for this moment for a while to be a head coach. That's why I was able to hit the ground rolling, you know. But I'm excited about it. I don't think nobody else will be announced as the head coach from here to now until that time. So I got to be ready to go. You know, like Coach said, we open up week 0 with Buddy Pugh in South Carolina State, a great program, and then we come down here to face Coach Simmons and those Rattlers that's up in here in the house. So I got to be ready to go. It's big shoes to fill, and I'm excited about it.
Coaches, based on, can you please talk a little bit about your offense and defensive line, how y'all expect to play those out? In addition, with all the fanfare, is there any wages among the coach, and if so, what it is?
Who's that question for specifically?
Both coaches.
Okay. As far as wages, no, there are enough. There are enough degrees
Somebody
of separation.
washing their cars.
Well,
I mean,
no,
somebody something.
Well, again, you know, all of us. We talk about being a family. Ashley Robinson, who's athletic director, obviously at Jackson State, gave me my first opportunity as a head football coach. I work with Dwayne. You know, Miss Mitchell and I have a great relationship. You know, so again, there are enough internal bragging rights that we don't have to do anything tangible. You know, just the 365 days of knowing that I got you, you know, is enough for these two fan bases. But, you know, obviously, interior line play is going to be critical on both sides, right? You know, so you're looking at probably, I would say, arguably the 2 best defensive lines, you know, in HBCU football, arguably FCS football. You know, the amount of tackles for loss, sacks over the last 2 years has been evident. You know, I think both teams have finished top 5 nationally in tackles for loss and sacks in the last 2 years. And so on the flip side, that means our offensive lines have our hands full, right? And so just trying to do our best job to prepare them to protect the quarterback. Obviously, we both know how important that position is. So being able to affect the quarterback is going to be a huge advantage in this game, and which team is able to do it the best, I think, gives itself the best chance to come out victorious.
Yeah, I think the D-line has been the deciding factor on this game the last couple years. You look at last year, I think we had 5, 6+ sacks coming from the D-line. I'm always big on those guys in the trenches about depth, though. When you can get about 10, 11, 12, 13+ guys on each side of the ball, in a game like Coach was talking about, it's pretty hot out there, you know, throughout the day, and you're able to rotate them out and not skip a beat. I mean, that's always a plus. You know, even on the offensive line, you know, we expect to play probably anywhere from probably about 8, 9, 10 guys on the offensive side of the ball on the offensive line. So, you know, I think that game is decided in the trenches. You know, those big bodies, whichever one can be in the best condition, be hydrated, be ready to go on that day, you know, that team will win that football game. And I'm not going to speak on the betting part, you know. Leave that alone.